Welcome back to Lone Star Roads, brought to you by Credit Union of Texas. You just heard Chris King. Now he's sitting right here. Everybody say hello to my good buddy, Mr. Chris King. Good. Good, man. Enjoyed the fire out of that. That was kind of a unique performance. Usually when guys go solo, it's usually stools and acoustic guitars, but you plugged in over there.
I like to do it a little. I like to do that. It's kind of throws people off a little bit sometimes. Started doing it, I guess, probably about a month ago. And whenever I can, I like to do that. And during our full band shows, we even do a section sometimes where I do that and play a few and just kind of change it up a little bit.
It's a great idea, man. We were talking to Adam Hood, actually, did a little bit of that when he was here last week. So, and you just met Adam Hood for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time. I guess it was Friday night, this past Friday night. He's a whirlwind, man.
Was that down at Greenfest?
I met him in San Antonio at a place called Hooligans. We went to, me and these guys from the Gallywinter guys, we went over and saw him Friday night at Hooligans in San Antonio over on the north side. So we caught him there, and then we caught him at Greenfest down in New Braunfels.
The record you released earlier this year, 1983.
Yeah.
Looks like that right there. That was a great year. I was 10. What were you doing in 1983 that would make you want to title the record that?
That's the year I was born.
Wonderful, thanks.
Yeah. That's my first full-length album, and so it was pretty personal for me, and I couldn't really think of a better title than that to kind of put all of those songs into a perspective that, you know, this is kind of my life up until this point, where I am now. So that's where that title came from, and plus it's not a wordy title. It's something easy, and it's kind of it's easy to remember, and it just seemed to fit.
Well, I was listening to the record, and you'd mentioned this before, and when you listen to the record, you can hear it, but the music stylings and some of the songs kind of takes you back to that era of country music, right around that early to mid '80s.
Right. There's there's a lot of people I think doing a throwback style, kind of like what Jason Eady does on AM Country, and but I wanted to not go that far, you know, because I'm influenced by a lot of that stuff, but I wanted to make a record that was not throwback, but more just retro.
Sure.
So it has some of that honky-tonk dance hall feel, but it doesn't feel, traditional.
Right.
It's still got some loud rock and roll guitars and that kind of thing going on in it, but it's just a kind of like I said before, it's like a tip of the hat to that little older style.
Now, up until recently, you were an educator of the youth. You were a school teacher. Some people
say that.
And a coach, too, I believe.
Yeah.
So which came first, teaching or singer-songwriting?
I started writing in college when I was at A&M. And, and so that kind of has always been something I was doing, even when I was teaching. And I taught for 7 years in the public school system.
Whereabouts?
For 6 years in Jourdanton, Texas, which is about 30 miles south of San Antonio, and for the past year in Gonzales, Texas, which is birthplace of the Texas Revolution. So
right. And what subject was it?
It's a business communications course. It's Microsoft Office and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I'm teaching kids how to make Excel spreadsheets.
Right. And by the time you finish teaching them how to use it, it's changed.
Right. It's changed. It's changed. Every year there's another. Every year there's another version.
This is a bag phone. Oh wait.
Right.
Now here's the iPhone.
Right. Exactly.
So you got to keep up with it. And what was the sport that you coached?
I coached various things throughout the time, but it was always basketball and football and track.
Right.
Varsity football, varsity track. I was a head girls track coach for a while. I coached junior high basketball for a little while too, so it's kind of ran the gamut of it. So,
center, outside shooting guard, point guard.
I coached the post players actually.
Did you now?
Yeah. So
you got to get up in there, man. You got to get the ball.
Yeah, so I'm coaching guys that are this much taller than me how to get position.
Come down here. I need to tell you something. You did that wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
But it's an interesting experience, and at the same time, I was still, on a parallel doing this, kind of off to the side, and that record's afforded, I guess, me a little bit of leeway to do that a little more.
So, but you gave up teaching because, you're obviously fixing to get back in the studio working on a brand new record.
Yeah, that's going to come.
Just moved to Austin.
Yeah, just moved. Today will be my first. No, I guess not. today, when this airs,
Right.
I'll be in Austin already. So.
Very nice. You know what? People down in Austin, they don't know where they're at either.
Right. Exactly.
That place got a reputation like that, so you're going to fit right in. Chris, would you do me a favor? Would you autograph that coffee table right there we're sitting in front of? We're going to auction that thing off for charity. And when you finish signing that thing, run over and pick up your guitar. Let's hear one more from Chris King when we come back, y'all. You're listening to Lone Star Road TV, brought to you by the Credit Union of Texas. Hang on.